Rocco, career night for Bailey Ober. What stood out to you about how he was so efficient and pretty dominant tonight?
Yeah, everything he did stood out. You could tell from very early on how he felt and how he was throwing the ball, which was at a super high level. And his ability to kind of rip those sliders was pretty fantastic. I think that stood out in a lot of ways. He had the good command of all of his off-speed pitches. On top of that, we know that the fastball is always something that teams have to be ready for with him. He has the good hop on the fastball, and people might have to start a little early on that pitch. But I don't know why it was that today happened to be the day where he went out there and all of his off-speed stuff was there from the start, and it was there all the way throughout the outing. And he pitched deep, obviously, into the game. He had it going the entire time.
Do you let yourself wonder what could have been for this sophomore season from it? He stayed healthy throughout and been able to give you guys this every fifth day?
Well, when I talk about Bailey Ober, when I look at what he's done in his career, both minor league and major league, he's always been a productive pitcher. He's been good throughout, always has been, and I would anticipate going forward will be too. So, what he could have done if healthy, not worth worrying about. The things that we do know, he is healthy right now, and he's throwing the ball right now about as well as I've ever seen. So those are great positives going into this part of the year. He's going to obviously be starting again for us when his turn comes around, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out and throws the ball off of this outing. This was just a fantastic night for him all the way around.
You had mentioned that when he came back, you guys had kind of told him you're going to lean on his arm for longer outings and to just kind of ease the bullpen a bit. Is that something specific you wanted to see with him, or just a kind of directive to the rotation in general? Right?
We're going to do that at times. So, yeah, it's probably more of a general message, but also when I see a guy out there who's pitching and in command of everything going on and still getting swings and misses and still looks very, very strong, we're going to keep putting him out there. He had made an outing earlier in the year. I think he threw 5 innings and maybe somewhere around 85 pitches. And, I mean, he had thrown – he didn't have to work as hard today to get to that point in an outing where he was at 85, 86 pitches again through 7. And the fact that some of those he didn't have to work in the stretch, he didn't have to kind of battle through 2, 3, 4 different innings, kind of led me to want to let him continue to go out there. And I think it's good experience. It's good for the soul. It's good for a lot of things, but it's something also that we want to see from our guys. You're not going to get that many opportunities over the course of a season. You hope to get them, but how many times are you going to pitch into the 8th inning? Let's take advantage of it and learn something today, and he certainly did, and he took advantage of the opportunity.